Here's Bobby Witt Jr. This to third. Hayes to first. That's out number 2. Noel V. Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. No score here in the second. On the ground. Witt fires over to first. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 4th, Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
Here we go.
That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around.
Runner breaks for third. High fly ball, right field. Marte settles under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the
One
Royals.
out, runner at second. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Man at second. Bounced it, he breaks for third. Throw down, and he's out, and that wasn't close.
Thought he might have a chance to swipe third successfully right there when he got a good jump from second. But it was such a great throw, quick tag to cut him down.
Next to hit, Noel V. Marte. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. Witt. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play.
No, you're out.
What a twin killing, Dan. One down. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And he lays one down the left side. Hayes tosses across to first. 2 away. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. To third.
Come on, down.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. One down. Next for Cincinnati, Sal Stewart. And the 0-2. Slides for the stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Check swing, and he went 1 and 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with 1 away. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Vinny Pasquantino, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Swing and a bouncer. McLean flips it, runs, scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Man on second, 2 down. A swing and a soft liner. That's a base hit. Here comes Witt around third. He'll score, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Such great concentration.
Here comes Lane Thomas. The Royals down to their final strike. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. The winning run is on base.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Swinging and drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game.
Well, a grand slam is exciting no matter what part of the game you hit it. But a walk-off grand slam, an incredible finish. Clutch swing at the bat that he'll never forget. Truly special.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Man at second. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. And even with his speed, they get the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
In the air to left center. Reaching for it, and brings it in. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Tied at 4.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go keep.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
This one in the air, right field. Base hit! The throw out! Safe! And the go-ahead runs at third.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-leverage spot right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Sets him down looking. Huge strikeout there. And now the right fielder, Jack Paglione. Line and a base hit into right. Witt scores. They take the force out, and that's an out. Back here in Kansas City, set for the last half of the 7th. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. On the ground to third. Hayes to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Here's a 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they tack on 3. It's 11-6.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That's exactly the pitch he...
Now it's going to be Matt McClain. The Reds down to their final strike. This one in the air center field. Thomas settles underneath it, and that'll do it. The Royals slug their way to a win in this one. One down. Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate, and the 3-1. In there at the knees. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases.
Oh, man, you smoked that one.
Man at first with one gone. Vinny Pasquantino will hit next. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Hayes to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. The 1-2. Swings, and this one's flared. Oh, he gloves it. Bobby Witt Jr. now. He was Adley Rutschman was the only player taken ahead of him.
Yeah, he was part of a really good crop of shortstops. Bobby was the first one taken, but C.J. Abrams, Bryson Stott, Anthony Volpe, and Gunnar Henderson were also part of that draft class. How good is that?
Pretty good. Runners at the corners here, one away. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Runner on the go. Right side, McLean. In plenty of time to first. Tie ball game as they get the second out, but the run scores. And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. That is the inning. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the inning, Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Ground ball right side. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Back here in Kansas City, here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. Line drive. And there's one down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what.
So two down. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Right side, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at Bobby Witt Jr. at the dish now. He committed to play for the University of Oklahoma, where his dad went before the Royals changed his mind.
He would have been the #1 overall pick in most drafts. As a high schooler, he won a gold medal with Team USA and was named the 2019 Gatorade National Baseball Player of the Year.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Byron Buxton. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Play made, that ends the inning. Back at Target Field, out of the fourth, Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Witt over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And that extends the inning.
Boy, way to swing it back.
Up next to the Royals.
Vinny Pasquantino will hit next.
Pasquantino.
In the dirt. Dives and it gets by.
Go hard.
Here comes Witt around third. He will score and they take the lead. Go ahead run on base. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
1 down. Digging in, Austin Martin. The 0-1. Ripped to short. Witt over to first. Now 2 out. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Line drive. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. One runs in. Runner around third. In comes the run from second. It's 5-3. So up next, Vinny Pasquantino. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground right side. Clemens takes it to the bag. Now 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. All loaded up. Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Things up, we head to the bottom. So digging in, Austin Martin.
The left fielder, Austin Martin.
Tying run at the plate. Base hit into center field. Here comes the runner. The relay throw. He's safe. Back within 1. It's 5-4.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI save.
The Twins, Cody Clemens. 1 strike away. In there. Got him looking for the K. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Buxton should have this one. And there's 2 down. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. The 2-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Buxton going back on this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on the way. Lifted to left center. Way back there. And that is gone. He circles the bases. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-3.
Pitcher tried to intimidate with that fastball up and in, but he was ready for it. Pulled the trigger, and man, explosive through the zone right there.
That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second base, the tying run is on with a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Payoff pitch on the ground right side.
Hold on right here.
Bell takes it himself, but the tying run moves up to third, so they'll be happy with that. So it's effectively a sacrifice bunt. The ground out to the right side moves the runner from second to third.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend to sacrifice it out like.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Off the base of the wall. In to score from third. Tie game here in the 8th. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here's Trevor Larnach.
Number 9, Trevor Larnach.
Grounder might be 2. Witt for 1. On to first, double play.
Well, the second baseman made that.
The batter.
And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. He's been a difference maker in this one with what he did back in the 6th.
No doubt, Boog, a huge 3-run homer, and it's one of the key moments in this game.
On the ground to the left, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
All right.
Vinny Pasquantino. In the dirt, it gets to the backstop. Witt into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Man at second. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
You score.
Here comes Witt around third. He'll score, and it's 6-4. Here's Byron Buxton. And the 0-1. Left field, way back there. And it's off the wall. Lee coming home. And now they trail by 1. So a runner at second, 2 down. Luke Keeschel, the next twin up to hit. This could end it. High fly ball lifted into air right field. And that'll do it. The Royals strand the tying run on base to win it. And on the mound today, Joe Ryan. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
2 on, 1 out. Ripped to third and caught.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman.
Zingy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without...
Round.
That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Stepping in, Vinny Pasquantino. Oh, and 2 now. Got him looking for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a drive, deep right field.
Keep going.
One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. Witt scores. It's 4-1. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run blast. And they cut into the lead. It's 8-3. So 2 down. So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. The Royals down to their final strike. And that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it.
Back to the top of the order now. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. 1 to first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. And this one ends with the score 8-5. 1 down. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Ball to strike. This one in the air center field. Buxton moving under this one. That's out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 9.
Back in Minnesota, all set for the start of the inning. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
I see you looking, big guy. Good job.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Witt aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And a payoff pitch. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Man at second. And there's the automatic. Ryan, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
So up now for Kansas City, Jack Caglione.
Ball.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That's ball 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that'll load the bases.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Starling Marte up to hit. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. 1 down. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Gone way up into the upper deck. A solo shot. And the Royals take the lead.
Didn't want to happen, just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Man, he smoked that.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Royals, the catcher, number 13.
1 gone, runner at first. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. The 0-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. So up now for Kansas City, Jack Caglione. Line drive, that's a base hit. In comes some insurance as the runner scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Ripped on a line to center. And that'll do it. Royals lead 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Runner at first with 2 away. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. The Twins down to their final strike. Chopped to the left side. Witt. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything.
1 down. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
On the bag, right here.
Berger steps on the bag. That's out number 2. So a runner at third, 2 men out. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Swings, and this one's flared. Base hit into the outfield. Run scores easily, and the Royals strike first. It's 1-0. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 4th, Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying, and it's into the bullpen for a homer. He sends a rocket to left, and that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now, guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1. A sensational double play.
Up next for the
Well, very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 8th, Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. This one looks like trouble. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfilders, you know you're making the turn.
Runner takes off for 3rd in the dirt.
Right, hold up,
and he steals 3rd without a throw. Runner at 3rd, nobody out. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Witt scores. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Well, when you fall behind in the
5-1 is one down. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Vinny Pasquantino. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Jansen, great throw. He's out. Here's Josh Young. Grounder might be 2. Witt for 1. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play.
1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr.
And a base hit up the middle. And they have their first hit since the 1st inning. So up next, Vinny Pasquantino. Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal.
Line drive, base hit. Here comes Witt around 3rd. He'll score easily, and it's 1-0. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Man at second. Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. This to center field. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And there are 2 outs. Back here in Kansas City, start of the sixth, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Ezekiel Duran. Out to short, Witt. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Left field, way back there, carrying well. And it's out of here, into the home bullpen for a homer. A two-run blast. And they tack a win 5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew. On the hill here today, Michael Wacha. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
On the ground right side, and that one finds its way through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
High fly ball, shallow right field, and that ends the inning. On to the fourth. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Center field. And that will end the inning. Jock Peterson stepping in for the Rangers. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. On the ground, right side, steps on the bag for 1. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. 2 outs, bases full. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers. So the tying run at second. And a ground ball to first. And this game is over.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball.
We're here. 1 down. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Nice hit, that boy. Good job.
Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Bounced it. He breaks for third. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now, and that takes away the double play. 2 on, 1 out. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 runs in, fires to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. We are tied at 2. Digging in, Jake Myers. Up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the inning, Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Ground ball up the middle. Altuve slings to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. One down. Cam Smith will hit next. Hit on the ground to short. Witt. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Back here in Kansas City, ready to go. Bottom four. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Rip towards third. Sends it to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Man at first, Jake Myers. Up next for the Astros. The 2-2 now. On the ground, could be two. To India at second for one, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. And now to a board.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman, number
Vinny
9,
Pasquantino,
Vinny
the next to hit.
Pasquantino.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Correa. And makes the grab. And that will end the inning. One down. And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. Up the middle. Witt. To first.
Got him.
And they got him. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. There's a swing and a drive. That one carried. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center bases.
On the ground.
Stand up right here. Stand up. Pick it up.
Handles, throws to first. And there are two down. So two down. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. One strike away. Swing and a soft liner out to left field. Oh, look at the stop. To first. Nice pick and a ball in the dirt. And that ends the ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard.
Jr. The 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Run scores easily, and the Royals strike first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
No outs, runner at first. And now, Vinny Pasquantino. Now, here's Bobby Witt Jr. Here's a 1-1.
Find the ball.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
All right. Got aboard.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now here is Vinny Pasquantino. And that one gets away at the plate. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first in time. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Tap back to the mound.
On the bag.
Throws to first in time. And that's the inning. Back here in Nationals Park. On to the fourth. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Man, you smoked that ball.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Witt into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
And it's a one-hopper off the wall.
Come on, you're scoring.
The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there. In comes the run from second. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. 2 on, 2 outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Out of here. A 3-run dinger. And they add to the lead. It's 8-2.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
There's a line drive to left field. 1 up, 1 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Bunted back towards the mound. Fires over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Man at second here with 2 away. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's got a chance. And that'll do it. The Royals take this one in a blowout. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. To short, could be 2. He flips it to second in time. On to first, double play.
A very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Witt over to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. 1 down. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. That's a laser base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah. Great job right there. You square.
And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Right through there for a strike.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That one just misses. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. 2 away.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Salvi steps into the box now. Witt leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Runner on the move. Throw. Save. Man on second, 2 down. Runner goes again. 1 hit, 1 left. Runner at first with 2 away. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. And the 1-0. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. 2 on, 2 outs. This one smoked on its way out of here. A 3-run homer, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. And there's a hit, and that's a 1-out single.
Hey, that ball was hit hard. Good job. You squared up.
Next for the Royals, first baseman Vinny Pasquantino.
So up next, Vinny Pasquantino. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the 9th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Out to short. He decides to hold on to it, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. 2 on with 1 out. Digging in, Salvador Perez. Ground ball could be 2.
Get out, Flood.
To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all
in the air to left center. That's a base hit as a run scores. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away.
Picks himself up an RBI. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in.
Here's C.J. Abrams now.
Shortstop C.J. Abrams.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that'll do it. The Royals slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice.
1 down. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll take a jog around the bases. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Up the middle. Witt over to first. And that is that. Nationals leave 1. They're down 1-0. 1 out. Runner at second. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Man at second. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Coming home. He'll score easily, and the lead is up to 5. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Hit on the ground to short.
Stand up,
Great stop. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play. So a runner at third, 2 men out. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. The 0-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Witt scores. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
Up next.
So 2 down. Next to hit for the Nats, Keibert Ruiz. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball left side. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick. Back in Washington, D.C. New inning getting started. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Hammered, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
That way to find the sweet spot right there.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Grounded to third, could be 2. Tenna tossed to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Catcher, Salvador.
Back here in Nationals Park. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Bobby Witt Jr. Hit hard on the ground to short. Abrams tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Back in Washington, D.C. We're at the top of the 8th. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Out towards right center field. And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Great job.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Runner takes off on the ground right side. Garcia takes it to the bag. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Man at second with 1 away. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 2-2 down. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Starling Marte up to hit. Base hit into the outfield. Here comes Witt around third. Safe. And it's an 8-run lead.
Up next for the Royals, second baseman Michael.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. And a 2-1 on the way. Check swing, but it's put in play. He hauls it in. 2 away.
The perfect result for the defense. A line.
So 2 down. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Keibert Ruiz. Swing and a ball popped up. Perez under it. And that'll do it. The Royals take this one in a blowout.
All these hitters got the bats going early with a huge second inning, and they never really looked back. When you have that type of focus, your confidence grows, and you just expect to go out and dominate and win each inning. And then on top of it, the ball game.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton. Up the middle. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. 1 error in the inning, but nothing. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Here's a 1-1. Lined into right. And there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2-2. Up the middle. Witt. There's one.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the shirt out. Keep the runner out of scoring position.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. 2 down, nobody on. On a line out towards center. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. No score. 1 down. Now here's
7.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Slice to right. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the order now. J.J. Weatherholt, the next to hit.
Weatherholt.
Grounds one to short. Witt flips it. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
The shortstop, Nathan Wynn.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
Witt Jr.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Wow, that ball's hit hard. Good job.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
At the plate, Vinny Pasquantino. Runner takes off in the dirt, and there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Here, bottom 9, and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up. Here's a high chopper.
On the bag, on the bag, on the bag.
The underhand flip, nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Royals, the catcher, number 13.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. The Royals down to their final strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to trim the lead.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
First and second, 2 outs. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. High fly ball, right field. Walker moving back for this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But a magical. And now it's Ivan Herrera.
The designated hitter, Ivan.
Nobody on, nobody. Top half of the 10th. Hit on the ground to short. 1 away in the top half of the 10th.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, number 16.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there. Going, gone! And they cut into the deficit.
His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get.
So 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here. And we are tied.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way.
J.J. Weatherholt getting ready to hit. Out to short. Witt. takes it to the base for the force out, and the lefty reliever does his job. So runner at second, 2 down. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. So the tying run at second. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Bobby Witt Jr. There's a line drive to left field. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. 2 away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
1 out, the runner at second here in the last half of the third. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying,
oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A solo shot. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 9-1.
That could be one of those swings.
Man at first. So up now for Kansas City, Lane Thomas. 1 strike away. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals slug their way to a win in this one.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well.
And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. The 1-1. This one in the air center field. Scott gets under it. And there are 2 down. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. In the air to left center. Scott moving under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Royals.
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr.
7. Shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
On the ground. Win. And that is that. We played 5 full. Tied at 1 aside. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. First and second, 1 out. Starling Marte steps in for the Royals. 2 on, 1 out. Down the line, and it's foul. Down the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. High fly ball out to center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman, number 9, Vinny.
Next to hit, Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Gone. Ball game.
get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball.
One down.
Batting second,
Here's Bobby
the
Witt
shortstop,
Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Ball to strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, man, you smoked that one. Good job. Good job.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed.
Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw. Save. Man at second. High fly ball, right field. DeLuca settles underneath it. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with two gone. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Hot shot to third. And that'll do it. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Runners at the corners here, one away. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. One runs in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first in time. Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. Swing, and he popped it up. Aranda. And that's the third out. One run. One out man at first. Junior Caminero will hit next. The 0-1. Double play ball to second. There's one. And that's two. One hit. And now a huge at bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. There's a line drive to left field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Relay throw. And he's safe. So it's first and third with one down. One down. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. Bounced out to short. Witt. Throw to first in time. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. The 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. In comes the run from second, and they lead by 2. So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Man on second, 2 down. Pitch kicks away. Caught in a rundown now.
You're down! You're down!
There's the tag. They get him. And that's ahead. 7th inning. Back here in Tampa Bay. Bottom of the 8th. Jonathan Aranda digs in now. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground out to short. Sends it across to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Smacked into the gap. This could clear the bases. One runs in. Another comes in to score. Runner around third. Cut off. Throw to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay. Bottom 9. Cedric Mullins Royals getting ready to hit. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Witt fires over to first. What a play. So 2 down. Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays. Lang is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd.
Bobby Witt Jr. 2-2 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Mullins on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Runner at first with 2 away. Stepping in, Bobby Witt Jr. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw cut out to third. And he's out easily. But 1 run does. So a man at first. Bobby Witt Jr. the next to hit. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Oh, the throw is over his head.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Vinny Pasquantino, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. 2 on, 1 out. In the air, right field, DeLuca ranging back. He's got it. Runners tag up from second and third. In to score from third. And again, we are tied.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Here's a 1-2. And that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. They lead it now. It's 7-6.
Big swing of the bat right there to give them the lead. That was clutch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He circles the bases, and they add a run. It's 9-6.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. This one in the air, center field. Out number 2.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman.
So 2 down. Now it's going to be Chandler Simpson. Rolled over to third. Garcia. Throw to first. That'll do it. And the Royals slug their way to a win in this one.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home.
Junior. Garcia gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one lifted to left. Simpson should have this one. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Hard liner. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next to the Royals, the first baseman, number 9.
So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr.
All right, make the turn.
On a
Go,
line,
go, two.
and that's got extra bases written all over it. Round second, digging for third. The relay, there's the tag, they get him, and that's the inning. 1 down. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Here's a rocket out to left. 2 down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Out to short. Witt. Throw to first, that'll do it. And the Royals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit.
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. Goes down looking. The run. Go ahead run on base. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Check swing and he went 1-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. Garcia headed for the plate. He will score and the Royals have the lead. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Vinny Pasquantino now at the plate. The 0-2. Well struck deep right field, way back and out of here. He'll circle the bases and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
How in the world did he do that? That pitch was outside the zone, and he still got it out of here.
And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. That's to third, and it gets by him. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. So up next, Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Last half of the 8th coming up. First and third, 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Nick Fortes. The Rays down to their final strike. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that'll do it. The Royals take this one in a blowout.
That was a pretty close one until that huge 7th inning really turned things around. The bats just caught on fire, and it seemed like nobody could make it out. Put a lot of runs up, and that propelled them to the win.
9-1 is Jr. South side of Chicago, just getting started here. Got him. And one gone. So 2 down. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Ball to strike. The pitch. Foul ball there. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. So he goes yard to left, and they're chipping away. It's 3-1.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets to jog around the bases. Good for him.
And it gets by him. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Back in right field. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Bobby Witt Jr. What a stop. Fires to first. On the money. Nice play.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score. It's now 11-3.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Inside, almost got him. In the air, right field. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. So back to the top of the order. Michael Garcia now at the plate. This one in the air, center field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox slowing down. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. The 1-1. Ripped on a line. And foul ball. 1-2 now. Got him looking. That's out number 2.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
In the air, left field. Benintendi settles under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Man on second, 2 down. Base hit into the outfield.
Come on, go.
Here
go,
comes
home.
Witt around third. He's safe. They're on the board, 4-1. Next to hit, Edgar Carroll. Ground ball to first, could be 2. Pasquantino steps on the bag, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a 1-2. Laced into left. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Vinny Pasquantino, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Double play ball to second. There's one.
Out of there.
And that's two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
One down, runner at third. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. The 0-2. Out to short. Witt. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So runner at second, 2 down. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So one left for Kansas City, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. Man at first with one gone. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Edgar Caro. Ground ball to the right side. Can't glove it cleanly, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, center fielder Luis.
So runner at second, 2 down. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Man at second. On the ground to short, Montgomery. Throw to first. Here's the shortstop at the play, Bobby Witt Jr. Swings and misses. And the count is even, 2-2. And that one hammered. Carrying well. Going. Gone. A solo shot. And the Royals strike first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Back here on the south side. Start of the fourth, Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit.
Up next
So
for the
2
Royals,
down. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. 1-2 here. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
I see you working, big guy.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Runner takes off in the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. On the ground to the left.
Hold up here, hold up here, hold up here.
Gets it to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang. Here on the south side, set for the last half of the seventh, Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. This ball's chopped on the ground. Over to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Back at right field, ready to begin the eighth, Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Line drive, Adam in center field. They keep a big threat off the bases. Huge in a tie game like this. 1 out. Back here on the south side, bottom of the eighth, Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Witt over to first. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. Here on the south side, on to extra innings. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Man at second. Ripped to short. On to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th. Chase Mitra steps to the plate for the White Sox. And the 0-2. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And that's terrific work out of the bullpen. So, runner at second, 2 down. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. Into the outfield, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they've tied it again. 1 out, runner at second. Bobby Witt Jr. digs in now. The swing hit to the left side. 2 away.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Edgar Carroll steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Catcher, Edgar Carroll.
So the tying run at second. High fly ball, right field. Thomas gets under it. And that'll do it. The Royals strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, when you go on a road trip, you're looking to play 500 or better. And the only way you do that is when you scratch and claw and you grind out. And they did that.